Hey everyone, my name is Jixtus, and welcome to my channel. This is a little weird because normally the videos that I make are sort of retarded in some way. They're kind of like shitposting, I guess. This is going to be a little bit different from that. In fact, it's going to be a lot different. So I kind of want to give a little backstory on what I'm going to be doing. So I have I've had a want to create videos, but they're not like the normal videos that you see of people playing computer games or the newest, latest first-person shooter that has recently come out, whether that be Titanfall or whatever. Infinite Warfare or whatever. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Well, different in the sense that not everyone is doing this, but there have been some people who have already. And that has been me wanting to create a video that is based around me playing retro games. I've had this idea of creating a series that embodies a Let's Play kind of style, but really isn't. And this video is going to be me playing different retro games, but commentating and showing you guys what I played when I was a kid, and hopefully having some fun with it. Over the course of my whole life, I've been playing these games. I recently started playing them because now I have the ability to. Before then I had to acquire an AV cable, so I wasn't able to play the games, and these are Nintendo 64 games, mostly. And I've just been wishing to play these and post them on YouTube for quite a while, and finally I have the equipment that allows me to create this kind of stuff. So I've decided to start recording it, and I wanted to talk to you about how that's going to happen, because I have a lot of Nintendo 64 games, and I'm not going to get through this series without some form of communication and organization. So I wanted to explain to you that this channel is going to be going into a different direction, and I just wanted to let you know so the 5 people who watch this video aren't surprised, I guess. I've decided to create each video separately, focused on a different game, and I'm going to be playing each game in its entirety, or most of the games in its entirety, from start to finish. I don't know if I'm going to complete them, but I am going to go through and play the games from start to finish, and maybe do a couple of extra things, especially if I like the game. I've decided to play each game based on how much I like it. So I start with the games that I really don't like to play, or the games that aren't really interesting to me. And then I move on to the games, towards the end, the games that I have loved since I was a kid, and the games that are still popular today with retro gamers. And to be honest, a lot of these games I haven't played at all. I've saved up not the money, well, I have saved up the money to buy these games, but I've also waited to not watch most of the gameplay that is associated with these games. Like, a couple of these games I know what goes on, but for most of the games here, I haven't played through not even 20% of this. Okay, that's how much I wanted to keep this a surprise for myself. It was easier than I thought it was, but it's still hard because these games are so... Some of these games are so popular and iconic that it's hard to avoid them. So that's besides the point. I'm gonna be playing each game from start to finish on the Nintendo 64. So now with the layout of these games, I've decided, like I said, to play them with starting with the least favorite game all the way to my favorite game, or of the sort, and I'm going to be playing for about an hour per session. So I'll be playing for a game session, but I'm also going to divide each session up into about 20-minute segments, and I'm going to post about, well, have enough footage for about 3 videos. But granted, it's not going to be perfect. One video might be 25 minutes, the next one might be 15 minutes. It all really depends on where a good stopping point is. Hopefully you'll understand that. But roughly, I'll be playing for about an hour for each, and then I will cut them up into 3 different videos of, or something like that. Sorry. So that's how that's going to be. And for some of the games that I really don't like and I don't really want to play 100% through, I'm thinking that I'll either post all the gameplay that I have in one day and move on to the next game, so that you don't have to watch me not liking this game, because some of these games just don't interest me, but I still want to play them, because, I mean, it's content. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with them anyway? So it's going to be, it'll probably just be me playing for an hour and then posting it on YouTube, and that's it. That's all I will play with this game, and I'll tell you when I'm moving on to another game. It's not like I'm going to just skip randomly to each game and play each of them differently. I'm also trying to keep the games a secret. A lot of you probably, well, not a lot of you, but quite a number of you, perhaps maybe 4 or 5 who watch these videos, will know just a couple of the videos I'm going to be playing. I know one of you will know about half the games I'll be playing, because, like, you are my cousin, so there's that. But for the most part, these games I've been trying to keep a secret, so I have a little bit of a surprise factor, but there really aren't that many games that I really wanted to play on the N64 besides these, and there are actually quite a few more that I want to purchase. So once I'm done with the series, or at least when I feel like it, I'll purchase more of these games. But for the most part, I have about 21 games I'm going to be playing. The gameplay footage you are seeing right now is of one of the games, but that's not going to come for a little while. I will play this game, don't worry, and I'll do live commentary on it. I'm just not playing it right now. This is just stock footage or whatever of me playing this game so I can talk to you. Also, be aware, this is not going to be for, like, the people who are wishing to, like, it's not going to be a kid's thing, okay? We're all adults here, hopefully. If you're not an adult, then fuck off, okay? Don't cry to your mommy just because I said the F word or whatever. You aren't going to hear racial slurs, of course, but you are going to hear something like, shit, fuck, whatever, those kinds of words. Because I'm an adult, so you should all be adults as well about this, and I think that should be an understandable thing. Last but not least, kind of, I want to explain, let's see, I kind of want to explain what my channel should be about. In this video, at a later date, I'll make a real video about what this channel is going to be. Up until now, it's been just shitposting and just a couple of random videos on Geometry Dash and Clash of Clans and whatever. But now now that I actually have recording equipment, and now that I want to do this kind of recording thing, it's going to be a jump from those regular videos that weren't so regular to now these videos. And by the way, the videos that are about 20 minutes long are going to come out hopefully daily, but don't count on it. So I just wanted to let you know about how this channel is going to function. Just the basics. So with this channel, I don't care what you do as long as it's not malicious or hate. I take constructive criticism and I take positive feedback. I love that shit because it really, I think, helps with the feel and improving the concept of this series and of this channel. Creating an environment where constructive criticism is welcome and opinions are respected, I feel like that would be a perfect, ideal place for someone to be. So that's kind of the environment or community that I want to build, and I think that this is going to be, I think that positive feedback and constructive criticism is a good start. Also, to talk about likes, dislikes, subscribing, and all that, I feel like one of the best ways to tell someone that you like the video is to like it. But I'm not going to force you to, because I don't think that's necessary. If you don't like the video, you don't have to dislike it, but you also don't have to like it. It's completely your decision, and I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to disable likes and dislikes, because that doesn't create a healthy environment between the creator and the viewer. So, recap: constructive criticism and positive feedback are welcome, and like the video, dislike the video, I can't stop you, and I'm not going to stop you. Regarding subscriptions, honestly, until I make the video about my channel, I'm just going to say this once, and then once I make the channel, I guess channel trailer, they have that on YouTube, I will say this once more, but essentially, I want to say this only once, because I feel like that's the only time you should really say it, is that if you feel like I'm ever worthy of your subscription, for any means, feel free to subscribe. Okay? You're not required to, and I feel like nobody should beg for subscriptions or likes or clicks. I feel like if you create good content, it should reflect in how you create your content. And my content so far has been mediocre, I guess. It was funny, and they're still kind of funny, but it's not the content that I want to move forward with, and it'll be the content that I occasionally come back to. But for now, with these Nintendo 64 games that I've been wanting to post for a while, that's going to be the new direction I'm heading. And that's probably fine with you guys. I don't know. But anyway, feel free to subscribe whenever you want. I'm not going to hold you accountable for subscribing or unsubscribing. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I'm doing this because this is fun. These games are fun to me. And you're going to see me rage at them because I haven't played them in years. In over a decade. So, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to unsubscribe. I don't care. Because, to me, it's not who subscribed to you, it's how good your content is. And if you create good content, that should reflect in your likes and your subscribers, but I'm not going to beg for them. It's not necessary. I think that is all that I wanted to cover. I'm going to try and think of anything else, but I'm pretty sure I've got most of it covered. I covered how I'm going to be posting these videos. It's not going to be a consistent thing. It'll hopefully be a consistent thing, but don't hold me accountable for not posting consistently. because I have other things to do, and YouTube is not on my list for things that I want to do all the time, as in, it's not high up there because I have a lot more things that I have to take care of, and YouTube is not that high on the list. So it's just something that I want to do for fun, and that's about it. By the way, these videos are going to be completely ad-free because I don't want to get a copyright strike from Nintendo, and I don't have time to set up a Patreon. So these are free to watch however you want. If you're going to edit them, although I highly doubt you will, please just put me in the description. Or credit me in an annotation. By the way, annotations, they're only used for comedic purposes. Not gonna spam an entire screen with one. But I think, besides that, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, or if you want to leave suggestions for what I should do, I'll take those into consideration. I'll read the comments, and I hope you enjoy this sort of Let's Play thing. I don't really know what to call it, but I just hope you enjoy it. It's something that I've been wanting to do, and I hope to share the video games that I've come to know and love from my childhood with other people. I think that about sums it up. So, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you when the first video uploads. And until then, thanks for watching. Or listening. Have a good day.